Let's go.
All right.
In live.
We're doing it live. We're live, guys. Doing it live.
We're live right now on YouTube. What the FiGPiN episode 51. What the FiGPiN?
The FiGPiN.
Oh man, it's such a good time tonight. We have a very special guest, which I'll introduce in just a second. My co-host, John. How are you this evening?
Dealing with a sick one of my children not feeling well, so dealing with that, and we are expecting 4 to 6 inches of snow within the next 12 hours. So it'll be a fun couple of hours here. So we'll see what happens.
So what's the process for 4 to 6 inches of snow outside? Like, are you outside pouring salt on the driveway, or like what's that life like?
I know you. Have you ever seen snow, Tyler? Or have you always
I've seen it. I just look at it from afar when possible.
Yeah, I mean,
it once. It didn't feel good.
It's going ahead and shoveling. I mean, if you expect a lot, you go ahead and you do smaller passes, so you're not shoveling 6 inches of snow at once. And if it's really that, depending on how cold it is, you go ahead and drop some, salt down. So.
Yeah, no, I just know. So I've lived in Arkansas, Pennsylvania. That's where there was snow. Virginia and North Carolina, and in my experience, when you're down south, the only thing snow means is the grocery store is going to go out of business for a couple of days. Eggs, watermelon, it's all gone down here. You go up north, they know that just because 2 inches is coming, the eggs don't stop coming. But down here, It's gone.
They're gone. Everything shuts down, don't it?
Seriously. But other than that, man, hey, it's going well. So we're rocking and rolling today.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah. Well, I myself, we got off of work Sunday, hung out in Texas, drove to Ruidoso yesterday. As soon as we got in, 5, 6 o'clock, it started snowing. So we woke up to epic snow on the ground. We went and checked out a couple of venues, one in Ruidoso. Then we went to one in not Mountain Air, but the Manzano Mountains today, and we played around in the snow. Pax was having a heck of a good time trotting all over the place. So
nice.
Yeah, we got to play in some snow, got to do the little donuts here and there in the expedition. So we had a good time with it.
Very cool. I also have to apologize. I know my lighting situation sucks. So my wife is doing a morning show with her school, and she stole all of my ring lights for her morning show.
Oh,
so I literally only have the light above me that's going on. So I do apologize about the lighting. But Battle, before we went ahead and jumped any further, I did want to go ahead and do our shout out to our chat guests. So we have Brandon Rivera, Frozen Sith, Van Harris, Will Reimer, Cnez, Stephen Morsch, Indiana Matrix. I'm not sure if I remember seeing that person, but welcome to the show if you are new. Queen Nerd, Colton Kirkpatrick, Ruben Reyes, how are you, my friend? Pinup, Animes, Brad Gallagher, Goon, SP Dragon Ball, Professor FiGPiN is in the house. Getty up, Derek, how are you?
Derek, hi.
Charles Ling even joining us. Statue Fanatic, Jib Steezy, JRU, One Shot Customs, a lot of cool people. Vader Joe, pretty rocket, saying nice. 4 to 6 inches is nothing. Yeah, a lot of great people. Wookie Pool, very cool, man.
Statue Fanatic in the house. We'll have to touch on that subject, as I think our guest is familiar with old Calvin as well.
Oh man, Chad, Calvin and I, we go way back. It's been at least, we spent some days together on the Whatnot trenches.
Oh man. Well, without further ado, let me get to the height of why we're here tonight. Audience, let me introduce to you Tyler from eVend. Tyler, it's a pleasure to have you on. I know I personally got to meet you, I believe it was in New York City Comic-Con, correct?
Correct. That's when we met in person for the first time. Yes.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. Amato had some stuff going on. They were working with eVend. I believe you guys were working on some of your exclusives or partnered exclusives with.
Yeah, I was trying to bend his arm into signing some pins at the time, I think.
Heck yeah. So we will go over this as well. What John is showing is, I believe Amato signed 100.
Yep. So he signed. So the Blue Eyes White Dragon release was an LE 2000, but FiGPiN was generous enough to share it with us. So we received 1,000. They received 1,000. And we always are about making relationships and making promotions that work. So FiGPiN released theirs first, and we released second. But ours, we had a motto sign 100 of them. So there was a 10% chance for anyone who's ordered that they receive a signed pin, and he individually numbered them. That was him going above and beyond. So thank you for that as well. So people I've seen online like, oh, I got number 62, and I got number I think 7 or whatever it may have been. So
That's
he
awesome.
did that as well, and so that's just really generous of FiGPiN as a company. And I also thought it was really creative for us to kind of put our heads together of ways to make shared exclusives different, but still special to each of us. Kind of that first chance to get it versus having that little different benefit. How you doing, Jason? I see you in the chat. I'm trying to read through. We love leaks. Oh my God, leaks are scary.
Leaks on leaks. We never know if they're truly leaks or if they're the grails.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So we got a warehouse here. Leaks are only scary.
That is true, yeah.
Oh, you got a sign balloon? Oh, it's really cool, Goon.
Awesome. Goon got one. Heck yeah.
So,
Well,
and I know we have someone saying that they still need to go ahead and get their signed blue eyes so badly. And Battle, we'll go ahead and we'll lean on our friend Breckenridge. What's the only way to get signed blue-eyed white dragon, man?
buy more fig pins.
That's right.
Buy more fig pins.
pin.
Actually,
Very fun.
So one thing about the signs, like I personally am not involved in any of it's just randomly selected when the orders come through. And so I know I've had like screenshots sent to me by different folks. One person, I got a screenshot that they claimed that they bought 18 and didn't get any signed ones. But I checked their name and no one has ordered 18. So I don't know where they got the 18 from. It wasn't from us. But maybe, I'm not calling them a liar. I'm just saying, maybe some miscommunication happened. And then someone else, they said that they ordered 2 and they got a signed one both times. And so They submitted an order and said, please do not send me a signed one. Which is just kind of funny. It's just one of those things where sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you're not.
Yep.
How funny. Well, man, we've already touched on some great stuff, which makes me already want to lead into things that I saw at the Whatnot booth there in New York City and a bunch of other things. But I think I'll digress a little bit, kind of start from the beginning, and then I'll try to reintroduce them here in a little bit.
Sure.
Why don't you tell us who you are, what you do, really more about eVend? How did that get started? What does it look like right now? What do you expect it to look like in the future? More importantly, how did FiGPiN come into your life and all that good stuff?
No, absolutely. So, and I'll take it one step, further back just to get to where eVend comes from, just a little bit more about me and kind of what led to eVend. So, I grew up and, not the richest background or anything. So I always kind of had that hustler mentality. I was the kid in middle school who I would never chew gum, but I would sell sticks of gum. I was in the bathroom saying, you need a stick of gum for $1? I got you, my guy. So I was going to my local Food Lion, buying the pack of 5 gum for like $1.50, getting $15 a pack. I thought I was making it, chat.
Yeah, you were doing all right.
Not bad.
So I was doing that like in middle school, and by the time I got to high school, I was kind of into like Yu-Gi-Oh cards and like anything I wanted to do. Like you had to find a way to make it happen for yourself. So I wanted to play Yu-Gi-Oh, but like I wasn't in a position to just go out and buy everything you needed. So I was kind of trading, buying, selling, like just trying to find any way to make it happen. And I went to university, and I had a roommate of mine who was really big into Funko, and he was obsessed. Like, and I was like, my man, what are you doing with your life? Like, go to class. Like, you're paying a lot for this education, or somebody's paying. I don't know. I think his parents may have been paying. I don't know, but we were just talking about it, and what ended up happening to him, and this is just kind of a funny story, is his parents said that he couldn't spend the family money on toys anymore. That's what they called it, whatever. And so he was like, man, I guess I can't ever buy Pops again. I'm like, my man, why don't you, figure out a way? So and that was just where I got into like Facebook groups. And like, I was really just trying to help him see how, if you put some time into something you like, you can definitely figure out a way to continue the hobby. So not even necessarily like for a business or like for, making any money, just how to like, as someone who doesn't have a ton of cash, or, just how if you put time and education and work into a hobby, it can sustain itself. And he was lazy, so he didn't want to do that. But I was like, I'll do it. So by the time I was hanging out with him, I got into pop. And years kind of go, and I start getting different partnerships and making really good friends, and that's when we got like, and it was like in 2018, 19, we're having conversations, and we officially actually start with eVend in 2020. And it was predominantly looking at Funko and Lego, because I knew a lot about pop. Like, I can authenticate pop, like I can damage it and look at what's there. Like I knew the pop market. And a lot of my friends, or like people who I was starting with, knew like Lego really well. And they knew like, like other collectibles that I didn't have the knowledge of, they had, which made us kind of work really well as a team going forward from that point. So it was really, my background, just knowing how to, create your hobby and make your hobby go, then a knowledge of Funko, and then having some really great connections and really great people who know other things, that led to the start of eVend. Now, FiGPiN wasn't super on our radar as a product at that point for like sale, but we had like, we started knowing what it was. I personally bought a couple pins because I like them. Like in general, the jokes around here are that I like dragons and dinosaurs. So, Spyro FiGPiN, I'm all in. I need one of those, Blue Eyes White Dragon FiGPiN, I'll fight you for that. So that's just kind of who I am. And then I'm also in anime. So like, I know we've had some other people on here really big in anime. My Hero, we have there.
Spyro.
The Spyro. Yep, absolutely. So that's one of the pins I just really like how it looks.
It came out really good.
Well, that just kind of is how we like started identifying FiGPiN. Is like, hey, wait. If we got into Funko and we got into Lego because we like it, know it, and we know that community base, and we're just starting to dabble into FiGPiN, let's really kind of dive deeper into that. And that's how eVend and FiGPiN started to kind of form together.
Wow. So, man, there's a lot of background, but for being started in 2020, here we are now in the beginning of 2023. It sounds like you've made some pretty amazing leaps and bounds from point A to point B.
Definitely. So, I'm one of those people who all credit goes to those around me. Like I am by no means a one-man show. Like I have an amazing, team and partners, and like a lot of what I try to do is build relationships with people. So like, if we're talking about FiGPiN, I'm talking to the guys over at FiGPiN. If we're talking about, Funko or anything else, just trying to really build connections with people. Like I have found that other places or other people out there are so willing to give a hand to someone who comes to them in a humble way. Like I personally, like I can't say I'm the most humble person on earth, but when we're discussing, business or discussing life or discussing our hobbies and our loves, I really try to come at it from that angle. And I have found other people being super willing to help. And especially when you think about their point of view. Like, like going back to the Blue Eyes pin, like, hey, you guys release first, but then you sign ours, just helping each other and building, buzz and, trying to have win-win situations.
For sure. Definitely. So would you say that your first FiGPiN was Spyro then? Is that how you?
No, the first FiGPiN I ever actually got was Kakashi from the Naruto line, which is also my first pop ever. Kakashi really? From the Naruto line. So I'm a Kakashi fan over here. That's okay.
That's awesome, man.
I'm not too versed in the Funko Pops, but I have a feeling there's more than one Kakashi Funko.
There is more than one Kakashi FiGPiN.
And do you happen to remember which number or identifier of Kakashi Funko it was?
So it's the old one. So it's where he's standing stiff armed. I don't know the number off the top of my head, but the original line was just 4. And I just like, it was Naruto, Sasuke, Kakashi, and Sakura. And so I got the Kakashi. I didn't care about the other ones. I actually out of boxed it like many first pops owners do. I out of sleeved and everything my first FiGPiN too, and didn't even think about it as like the app side. It was just, Kakashi, I'm all in.
Nice.
Do you remember which FiGPiN Kakashi it was?
It's the first one that came out. So his hands are like this. Like I don't know the number that's aside with it, but it's like not the new one or anything, the Tsukiyomi.
Then I'm going to say this.
Let's check the board.
The 93.
93. Gotcha.
Do you happen
Like this,
to remember when or where you found it at?
Yeah, so it was one of my like former roommates at the time. He was living with me, and he was at a GameStop, I believe, and he called me and asked me if I
Nice.
had it, and I was like, no, not I don't have that. Like, I mean, I have a lot of Kakashi stuff. I'm kind of telling you all my life here, but I don't have that. And he's like, well, do you want it? And I was like, no, I'm good. Like, I think it was at $15 or $20, and I'm like, 15 for $20 for a pin? Yeah, I'm fine. But then I like looked it up online because like he just described it. Like I didn't actually see it. I'm like, oh, that's a good looking pin. Like, what is it? Then I'm like looking up FiGPiN, and then I go to the store and buy that pin, and it kind of goes from there. Like just kind of identifying the quality. Like I know everyone in here already agrees with me or recognizes this, but just the pure quality that FiGPiN puts out, it stands above and beyond what other pins are. Like I talk a lot when we talk about like collectibles. There's a real value and a collector value of something. So there's the price that any mom or dad would pay for their kid, and there's the price that I might pay because I know it's limited and that that's they're never going to make it again, whatever it may be. And FiGPiN to me, like their price was under what their real value is. Like I think that the value of a FiGPiN might be like $25 is just what it's worth as it is, as a beautiful pin. So like seeing something like that, like just attracted me a lot as a collector lover, an anime lover, etc.
Nice.
Heck yeah. Very
Um,
cool.
And so that there's two questions. One, and this is where and I apologize, we forgot to go ahead and mention that Alex is taking a break, step back from from our group right now. So we miss her. We hope everything's going well. But I have to ask, and I'm not sure if you're going to lean one way or the other because you've shared with us your love of Naruto, but me and Alex always had this battle of DBZ versus MHA. So where do you lie in that? Who wins that match?
Where's that favoritism lie?
So I will give you a politician answer at first, but I'll answer directly at the end.
Okay.
So you cannot deny, no anime fandom can deny what DBZ has done for anime. So like if you're talking about FYEs and these stores that originally weren't like anime centric, and even Walmart's, Target, etc., one of the first animes that they carry more than like a disc of or like a small shelf of is DBZ. So do I personally think that DBZ is the best story? I don't. Do I personally think that DBZ is animated super, super amazing? I don't. But did DBZ change how anime is received, period, across the board? Like tattoos of Dragon Ball Z is not seen as weird. Like, if we go back to how anime was kind of perceived by a lot of Americans prior to DBZ, it was seen as this super weird thing out there. And so I give DBZ a lot of credit for that. Yep. My Hero in the Modern Era, like, is definitely like hotter in the sense of, we're getting new stuff all the time. And it's right now, of course, with My Hero being on, we're feeling more energized by it. I personally, story-wise, enjoy My Hero a little bit more. That's me. I think My Hero is also animated a lot better, like just as far as the visual quality of it.
Well,
I mean, but if you're
interview's
talking
over.
about
Thanks,
what
Tyler,
anime,
for coming on the show. We appreciate you, Alex. You win yet again here since.
But I think you may be surprised. But if you're talking about what anime is the standard of anime, you can't say it's not DBZ. Like, so if I had to pick which one is better, I would say DBZ, even though I personally enjoy My Hero a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you also wouldn't have the opportunity for other animes to go ahead and have great filler episodes, right? I mean, DBZ mastered the filler episode, so
Kame for a whole episode.
Yeah, well, so like one of the things, I don't know if this has been y'all's experience just about DBZ, rewatching it can be kind of brutal at times. Like I rewatch anime sometimes, like, if I'm working out in theory, like how long individual like fights feel. It doesn't, I mean, the first time I didn't even notice, but like the second time it can be a little rough.
Yeah.
Can
That's just me,
stretch it
though.
out, indeed. Funny enough, I actually just watched MHA 2 Heroes and then World Hero Mission. It was on in the trailer the other day, and it was on, and I was actually the 2 Heroes was actually pretty darn good. So they do well, but heck, I always default back to the old school DBZ where Goku's just a kid trying to figure out what's under here. Oh, what are those?
That's Dragon Ball, my man. That's not
Oh,
DBZ.
man.
That is not Dragon. That's
Well,
Dragon Ball
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I get you on those technical. We're getting technical here, so I got to get you when I can.
Absolutely. Oh, man.
So Tyler, and I guess we can ask both questions, and I'm not sure how extensive your FiGPiN collection is, but what is your single most FiGPiN purchase? And then obviously, since you have a bigger background in Funko, what is your single most expensive Funko purchase?
Oh man. Well, so in FiGPiN, it's more reasonable than Funko. I guess I'll start with that. So in FiGPiN, my collection, I have a lot of the like anime stuff that I like. We don't have Death Note yet, which is what I'd really like to have. But like I have a lot of My Hero, I have a lot of Naruto, and chat, don't roast me. Like I don't know everything about FiGPiN prices, and like AP sounded fun to me, so I was like, I'll overpay for an AP Kakashi. But I did pay $400 and change for an AP Kakashi.
Nice.
Which was the first pin I had. Not the one wasn't an AP, but like someone talked me into it. They said that you can't be the Kakashi guy if you don't have the AP Kakashi.
There you go.
So that's my most expensive FiGPiN I've ever paid for, as far as like an individual pin.
Yep.
In like for my personal collection with Funko, I would say probably a Chase Elvis Presley would be the most I ever spent for an individual pop that I put on my shelf for an extended period of time.
Wow.
And I think I paid at the time $800 and some for it, which was a pretty good deal at the time.
And the value right now?
In the condition that was, you'd be lucky to get it under 2,500.
Wow.
Wait, say you bought this pop for $800, and now
it's like 2,500, give or take. Like maybe you get a couple $100 off that, but 2,500 would be the price you'd put on it.
That's awesome. Wow. Very cool.
People in collectibles are nuts. I love it.
Don't tell me how much my Kakashi's worth now. I don't know if I can have that. But see, that's actually something about FiGPiN that's interesting. Is there a lot less information out there? So like if in Funko, there's a million sites that tell you like what your stuff's worth. Like, and they, right or wrong, they try to tell you something. In FiGPiN, like if there's not a recent sale, like how do you really know what something is or isn't worth? And when there's only, a set number of them made, and there hasn't been a sale, and some of this stuff I've seen a year, 2 years without a sale that I know about, like on the open market, like what is the value? It's a little bit harder for me to understand with those grail pieces, pieces that are in the, $100, $200 range. I can usually look them up to see what the market is. On stuff that just doesn't sell, it's just so hard to know what it's worth.
Indeed.
For sure.
It can be very, very brutal. I think there's a couple of people out there working on those types of things to kind of get it on the Funko line of having cross references on sales and stuff like that. But HobbyDB, right? They I think they do some.
They're trying. Yep.
It's just so hard to do it well. Like
for sure.
And HobbyDB, they've done amazing work. Like don't have me discredit them at all. But if I look at a collection for Funko that I'm considering purchasing, and HobbyDB says it's worth $1,000, but if I look at the actual sold like value of these items and it's $700, like, and then I'm offering the guy, $400 for it, like he's all mad at me. But in reality, like, HobbyDB is something that are inflated, and as a company, like it's definitely pretty easy. Like as a HobbyDB's point of view, if things are higher than they should be, people feel good about that, like emotionally looking into it, as opposed to being low. Now, obviously, HobbyDB is trying to be as accurate as possible, but right now, like on Funko at least, it feels a little high at times.
And I mean, the market's always changing too. I mean,
definitely,
like half a year ago, everything was flying off the shelves, and you couldn't keep an AP sitting still for sub $200. But I feel like when I first got into FiGPiN myself, it was in the middle of COVID, and it was kind of on that. Everybody was starting to kind of tighten up a little bit. The sales weren't all there, so I was able to kind of jump in and get some good ones. And then, the next wave came around and it turned hot again, and prices were way up. So it rolls around.
Definitely.
And I want to go ahead and get to one chat question. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to answer this, but I seen a couple people ask the question, but I like how they've asked the question. And Pretty Rocket says, please help me sleep at night and tell me how you got the Org 13 Mickey. So it's a Target exclusive Org 13 Mickey. We know that the story that we've been told is that, it was lost. They couldn't find it. They couldn't distribute it, whatever variation of that story that the community has heard. And then we've seen, obviously on eVend.com, you have a few, I guess, of that product.
How many do I have? So I'll actually, so I will answer directly and indirectly, as all owners should. I bought them from another reseller who obtained a fair amount of them.
Yep.
And they knew that I was buying FiGPiN. I was interested in FiGPiN at the time, and I bought their stock of them.
Yep.
So
which is fair enough. Yeah.
That's how I came across them. I will say, there is some misconceptions about how many. I have, some people have said that I have way more than I actually do, because the truth is that eVend on the back end will sometimes show more stock than I had. I think it said that I had more Kerrigans than exist. I do not have more Kerrigans than exist. But I bought them from someone who knew I was in the market of to buy FiGPiN.
Yeah.
I don't, they're not stolen or anything. It's a reputable source. But
no, I mean, hey, fair enough, man, and we appreciate you answering it. So
I didn't find the Target truck on the side of the road and clear it out.
Yeah, the Too Fast, Too Furious style. You got the lowrider vehicles going on and hijacking a truck there from Target.
A lot of guys on Whatnot got the AAA exclusive, Tandro's dad, before it came out. And so I had my chat all asking me, Tyler, where are yours? And I said, my man, I didn't find that truck. Everybody else must have found. I didn't find the truck. So far, I haven't ever found the truck myself, but I have purchased from people who found it.
Yep.
Awesome.
So Tyler, you shared with us about how eVend came to be, your background. We got to ask, what is in store for eVend for 2023? Anything exciting? Any news coming up for you guys that you want to share?
Absolutely. So this is one thing, and I'm going to start by giving some thanks here. Is this was something that FiGPiN communicated with us about, and we got approval to do this. And nice. I don't know of any other time this has happened, but I could be mistaken. So eVend has an exclusive that has not been announced yet, that we are going to release a very small pre-release of now.
Leaks.
So I'm about
what
to
do you
show
mean?
you guys what it is.
Right now?
In the next couple minutes.
Oh, wow.
I'll drop a link for you. The only people here. I'm taking this down when this stream is over.
Okay.
So I'm releasing a very small portion of the run to the people here. And I really wanted just giving thanks to FiGPiN for allowing us to do this. I'm about to show y'all what it is. People can calm down. But I'm really excited. And I will tell you all that it's one that I'm excited about, and we'll give you guys the link. Hopefully the website don't break. If it does, we'll just easily fix it. It's no biggie. But I'll show you guys the AP here, and it is on eVend, and I'll link it here. You can't actually see it on the website yet. People saying so cool when it's not shown yet.
You want to go
but
ahead
anyway,
and give everybody...
I'm about to hold it up. You guys ready?
Yeah, sure.
All right, here we go. So this is the Glitter Blue Eyes White Dragon LE 1000.
Let me do this for you. There you go. Now I made you the speaker.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Yes.
Yep.
Tell us again. Let's hear it one more time.
So this is the Glitter Blue Eyes White Dragon LE 1000. So only 1,000 of these have been produced. They are all an eVend exclusive, so we're not sharing this one. Very generous to FiGPiN to allow us to release a very limited amount now. I'm going to send the link to you, and if you could post it in the chat, that would make my life
perfect. Yeah.
Casey, get on eVend.com right now.
And
All right, guys,
I'll
so
also
you
just
heard
take
it
a
here.
second to explain, like, how we have FiGPiN on our site. Like, our exclusives for a single one, we price them at $25 because it's free shipping. So it's very
Great,
similar to other
okay.
places that are $20 plus shipping. It's just because everything on our site is free shipping. That's how it's all priced in, and just wanted to be transparent about that as well. So there's not like a $5 increase charge I do on my exclusives for a certain number. It's just 25 free shipping. And
Very
I
cool.
sent that.
Very
I
cool.
sent that to you.
Yep, I'm
You know,
going
you got the
on
link, and
to
it's
our chat right now. I'll go ahead and get into my phone, and I will post that in the chat there for everyone.
And I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to, of course, disrupt the stream or anything. I just, I thought this would be a really fun thing to do. Like, you guys are the only folks who are getting a chance at this. It is limit one, because I only am able to release a very few before the official release.
Dude, I can't tell you. This is
Yep.
probably one of the coolest What the FiGPiN leaks releases we've ever had. Thank you very much. That is so cool.
Yeah, it's not a mystery box. Like, I didn't use a real photo because, it didn't exist yet. I don't want anybody to dig in and find what I was doing. So, like, I was actually finishing this up live. Like, John and I hopped on this call 5 minutes early, and I'm like, John, I need a minute here. Like, I'm trying to finish what needs to be done for the people.
I'm
so
trying to
awesome.
do I'm trying to get this out to everyone, and then also see if I can order one myself.
And I'll be honest, guys, and John and FiGPiN Battle can probably confirm. I did not tell them about this.
We have not. We
Nope,
asked
this is news to
before,
us.
and Tyler was gracious enough to say, "Would you like to know?" I've been willing
You
to
got
share
to
with
use the
you.
link I used because I didn't tag it as Boys White Dragon.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, cool.
So it's called What the FiGPiN Release on the site. Did you get the link that I gave you?
Yeah. I'm trying to get it into the chat here.
All right, just want to make sure.
All right, so here's, maybe if it'll zoom in here.
So scroll back up because you can't leave a review yet, is what it's telling you there.
There we go.
And you should add to cart.
So this is what you're gonna see.
Yeah.
If you're at the eVend site, of course, use our link. That'll help us as well. But I think if you just type in WTF FiGPiN of release will pop up. You can go from it there.
My Instagram kind of blowing up, chat. What are y'all doing?
All right.
So, yep, you better check out from there.
All right, there we go.
I think hopefully, I don't think I'm logged in. Let me log in.
Shouldn't have to log in. You should better check out as a guest if you want.
Does it, so kind of maybe a good segue. How does your eVend work? Do you have loyalty points? Maybe you can point us to your different social medias, kind of point us in that direction.
I'm sorry, guys. Just one second. I got Mike right here. Yeah, everyone knows Mike. Got the link. I think he needs. I posted the link. Like, is the site is slow? Oh, the site is down.
Yeah, I just went in. I hit add to cart, and it's just giving me a circle. But I mean, I'm sure it'll go ahead and come through.
Yeah. So I apologize, guys. So the site does sometimes get frustrated when a lot of people try to check out at once, and it is an issue that we've been working on. My team is there. Bear with us and know that this is only the pre-release. The site will repair itself. And
well, we're just happy that we're getting a chance here to go ahead and to order it. So,
Yeah, dude,
for those
what
that go ahead
awesome.
and do get a chance to place an order. But yeah, hey, look, I'm happy that we were able to go ahead and crash your site with this amazing announcement. So get some traffic to the site.
Let's
Let
see.
people check out
Oh man, so
some of the other cool things that you guys have on there.
There's quite a few more people on the site right now than there are pins, which is kind of scary. But
well, that's
yeah,
it's
I
gonna
won't
be
part
the
of the
way it
plan,
works.
but I had a few people come in. But hey, it like I said, guys, it will repair, and I do apologize. What?
It's all good. We're
Don't show me that on the camera. Yeah, go ahead. But man Joe here showing me the screenshot they went with. It's not the best angle,
Hey, we've had a couple of memes from myself and my guests come on where we get frozen in a more than terrible position, and it's part
No,
of the
but
thing we
I'm
do
sorry.
here.
What was the question you were asking? And guys, I'm sorry that the site is not working perfectly.
No dig at FiGPiN, but we're kind of used to this, so no worries there.
If for some reason it's like, I mean, I want this to work for you guys, so I'm trying to hear back from my tech team here. But I apologize. What was the next question you guys were going to be asking?
Basically, I was just going to start asking you, maybe this would be a good time to kind of give a plug. Where can we find you? Do loyalty points add up if we create an account? I would love to hear more about your whatnot page. I know that you are the steals and deals king. You do auctions, from what I can tell, almost 24 hours a day. I think you guys get a little bit of sleep in between. And from what I can tell, you guys do 99 cents plus a penny could possibly get you some epic pops and other.
Definitely. And Chad, I'm not ignoring y'all. Like, I'm going to definitely address Battle's question. I know the site's currently not working. Like I said, my team is currently working on it. I have two guys like who are currently trying to get things back up. And I really do apologize. Like, I see you guys saying that the site's having some issues. Trust me, I see that. I'm aware that it's happening. So just, we'll keep breaking the site, and then, it'll come back and in due time. Someone just told me that it got through. Okay. Orders are coming in now. So it looks like some of you guys are getting in. But to kind of address your question, eVend.com is, where we have our direct to the consumer marketplace. All right. I see people saying they all got their orders in.
I fixed eVend.com again.
Joe fixed it once again, guys.
Thank you,
Went
Joe.
through for you. You can't tell you how hype you are. Well, I'm glad these are coming in for you. Anyway, as I was saying, so we have our whatnot page, our Instagram page, our Facebook. We have a Twitter, but it's not getting super used right now. And same with TikTok. We don't have loyalty sites currently, or loyalty points currently on the eVend site. It was like Battle. Did you get through?
I'm waiting for it to load the cart, but I'm almost there.
I wish you luck, my guy. Best of luck to everyone trying.
I don't have the internet at my house either, too. So it is what it is.
But yeah, I mean, if you have to do a guess, it crashed again for you. Like I said, guys, it's coming back and down. And I guess that's just the trial and tribulations of the power of FiGPiN here. But following us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and then whatnot is where we do a lot of our auctions. So we do start with 99 cents plus a penny for pretty much all our auctions. Once in a while, we might start something different, but we're pretty hyped over the 99 cent and a penny starts we're able to do.
How is that even possible? How is that even possible?
You accept your fate, and
you must have a lot of counseling.
Chat.
You must have a lot of counseling or something going on over there while you're at
counseling.
In that shop.
The therapy sessions,
the Tyler talks.
Oh my God! Not sure if you got one.
I did catch that the last time. That was a fun little thing that you guys did there after your massive ping pong tournament you had going on.
Yeah, well, so and guys, I'm a very transparent person. So like, when people ask me about an issue, or like right now with the site having an issue, I don't have any problem saying site's not working right now. Like, I mean, right now I've seen, quite a few orders come in, but there's still more there. Like, you got the Lego guy. That's what you see when the site's having an issue. And it has to do with load balance and container issues. But on the whatnot side, when people ask you a question or someone's frustrated, I try to get very, very real with people. Yeah, Chad, I would not let you not have a good time. I want you to be there, enjoying your time while the site's not there.
Hey,
yeah, bro. Like I said, this was a pre-release. I'm sorry it's not working for you. I'm not trying to intentionally cause anybody stress. We still have some left in stock, and quite a few people have been successful in checking out. So, congratulations to y'all.
Well, hey, this is still really, really cool.
I'm trying to still do it, but it's all fun, man.
I think guys, I think I ruined the interview. All right, guys, we're all trying to buy this right now.
You're good. You're good, man.
We don't have an exact release date yet.
So we have a very influential person in our FiGPiN group called FiGPiN Alerts. And
I know. He posted it. Broke it.
Loves to break things, and he does it very, very well. We're super grateful for him, and he's saying he's had a ton of clicks, and he's not used to that either. So it's going down.
It is a lot. But like I said, I wanted to do something cool. I wanted to do something different for you guys. Like, this was something that I was been working with FiGPiN on, and I'm glad we're able to at least get it started. And some people have gotten it, and I don't want to. It does not have any special sticker. Right now, I'm actually working on getting whole new stickers made because y'all said my first stickers were trash.
Oh, were they?
I read the
Trash
comments.
stickers?
No, well, I mean, I think it could be better. So with love, I said, all right, let's find a better way to make this. And we're working on that now. Crashes are inevitable. I really appreciate that, Jason. But guys, well, once it's working, if I see like more orders come in, I'll tell it to the people.
That's all good.
Hey, I was just, maybe John, your question might be better and a more appropriate time, but if we want to skip mine and go to yours, by all means.
No, please go ahead, Battle.
How did you jump in just a couple of years into this massive warehouse? How many pops that I can only imagine have? And then what's your thought process, and what made you guys almost, from what I can tell, like I said, you almost stream all day long, every day, which is incredible. I know you guys have a bunch of good people on your team. I know you're saying, I think, Matt just now, Tyler, Statue Fanatic's been on there helping you all. I mean, it seems like you guys are doing really great things.
Well, when it comes to the warehouse side of things, when we started off in Richmond, Virginia, which is much, much more expensive than more rural areas are. So when we were able to find the opportunity to enter a space that we would get almost exponentially more space for the for the increased cost, it made a ton of sense because it fixed all of our issue of like scaling our business up. And regarding like why we've gone so head deep into Whatnot is, we've really felt a lot of positive responses from the Whatnot community. I mean, we've gone from 0 to 100 over there because I believe in what that is and how that feels for people. And I think that a lot of people like being able to come in, see the pop live and be able to talk to you. And I think it just gives the customers a good experience. And I think that it's one of those situations where when we're able to give to people, and once in a while, sure, something sells super cheap, but once in a while, people pay more than PPG. One of those things where it all comes out in the wash, and I don't have to make money on every single thing. It's how I look at it as well.
Yeah.
I believe you guys recently hit 14,000 followers.
I hope it's more than that. I'm gonna have to really go give John a hard talking to if we only have 14,000 followers right now.
How many was it?
Not this John, guys. Not this John.
Oh no. John is currently who's streaming. I'll give you an exact number because I'd be looking. So we're at 17,995 followers.
Wow.
Congratulations. Well, so everybody
cool.
here, make sure that especially if you're watching Pops and Pins or Tag them or any of these other people on Whatnot, make sure you go find eVend. Do us a favor tonight. Let him cross over into that next threshold. We greatly appreciate it.
And I will take, and so I see the chat ask some questions. I just like to address it. Like I didn't intend on there being hundreds and hundreds of people trying to buy this right now, like on the site. it was more than I anticipated being there on the live. So when it went out that way, that's part of why the site currently is stuck. So I do apologize for that. It was just more than I had anticipated for my back end. So I own that. My fault, guys.
Hey, I think Jason said it best, right? I know that a couple people said,
orders
we're doing something good if we crash your site.
Get in now. We just had, it looks like 12 come through.
Dang. Well, it wasn't really us, but that means somehow we're doing something right.
Oh, definitely. Like the
people are swarming. The fact that we're doing this live, never heard of before, and we're causing all these problems for you is amazing. I mean, that's great. I can't believe that we're able to do that. Get the news out. That's why we're here. We want to
and like I said, the road to exclusive is going to be a bumpy run, guys.
For sure.
So we'll definitely aim to have smoother things go on in the future. But I'm glad that I think right now it looks like 25 people or so have gotten one at least. So
That's
I'm
awesome.
glad for the 25 of y'all who have gotten one that you're already in there.
Very cool. So I do have to ask this question.
Yep.
What is a either a license or character that you would like to go ahead and see FiGPiN go ahead and make it? I think you might have made a comment before, but just to go ahead and ask you officially, what do you want to see on FiGPiN's dream board?
So I'll take one that, like, in theory they have the license for the ability to do is, so within the realm of like Yu-Gi-Oh, like a Red Eyes Black Dragon, I feel like it's kind of
Yes.
missing right now. I also, where my Dark Magician at? I see a couple of the big names out there that we're missing, and I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh guy, as my exclusives can tell you. So I do think that those characters are really missing. As far as like dream animes, like Inuyasha, Death Note, like there are others out there that I would like to see. I mean, I'm a wrestling guy, but I know that's probably not going to be continuing. And there's a lot of really cool things I could see FiGPiN doing, but in particular, I would say expanding on the main like monsters of Yu-Gi-Oh. I really don't care about the people, but make the monsters like Egyptian gods. Like where
That would
looking
be
around
super
for them.
cool.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
that's how I feel on those at least.
I'm thinking the way they've been able to really maximize their space use inside that pin, the ultimate dragon would be a pretty epic one as well.
I got to give so Daniel Tony. I know who that is. Talking about my local Italian restaurant. Hey, Daniel, get out of here, my guy.
I did see that comment. And I thought it was hysterical. So
you give me nobody gonna react to that? Daniel, real tough.
it was definitely funny.
Yeah,
I could see it
sorry, I
done
wasn't
with
trying to
the-
ignore you there. But no, I'm definitely like monsters over the characters. The characters are fine, but the monsters are where it's at.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be awesome to have the pizza box, style come back and actually have a cool Exodia with the made with FiGPiNs and have them placed. So Tyler, I'm not sure if the pizza style box is the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 7-pin set that FiGPiN had came
so it
up
has
with.
the big ones and then
So I mean, obviously not
doesn't
doesn't need to be that big, but obviously having it more of that square-ish or bigger rectangular to have all 5 pieces of Exodia come together in a box set, I think that would be amazing. So definitely, yeah, Egyptian gods, more dragons for sure. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff. I mean, Karibo, can't have enough Karibo.
So at NYCC, that was one of the things that I was joking with FiGPiN about was, so how are we doing Exodia? Like, we're doing 5 pins, like how are we putting these together? Like, what's the plan here? Because Exodia is on the need list.
Yep, for sure.
And I also just, I mean, like there's a lot, like Yu-Gi-Oh, I think is one of those themes where there's a lot of really cool stuff they could do. Like if they make a tune box, take my money. Like, because you think about like a lot of the characters they've already done, like Dark Magician Girl, Blue Eyes White Dragon, they have tune versions. So, I would love to see those as well, especially with Pegasus already being out.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of great opportunities for sure, and it's an amazing license, and hope they can go ahead and do more with it shortly for sure.
Man, I was super pumped, especially, I mean, for the Blue Eyes to be there, all that. I'd love the Yu-Gi-Oh line. It's super cool. Do you participate at all in the Chase Mondays?
Yeah, so I was very confused by FiGPiN chases when I first started understanding how they work. So I do participate in Chase Mondays now, but when I know that there are FiGPiN, and I was kind of learning this as I was learning FiGPiN, where there are just chases that exist out there in the stores prior to the kind of the app flip aspect of things.
Mm-hmm.
So it took me some time to understand the Chase Monday, and I think I went through a similar learning curve as a lot of people at home do, and just kind of understanding, okay, so the chases are not sent to the store or not sent to wherever it may be. I think that I think it makes a lot of sense for FiGPiN as a company to have that interactive aspect of it. Oh man, Tyler is Pikachu. Well, what are you trying to say, my guy? What are we saying in the chat? Is this normal chat behavior, guys?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Tyler is Pikachu. That'd be interesting. Do you collect anything else? And I know that we've been talking about Lego and Pop as you do on, for eVend, obviously also having, FiGPiN now in the mix. So do you personally collect anything other than FiGPiN and Funko? And then is there, again, opportunity for you to share what else you have on eVend, if there is anything more on eVend that you guys go ahead and sell outside of those couple of things?
Yeah, so full discretion, eVend is currently in the middle of some big changes on its back end, which is part of the reason we're having some of the issues we're having right now. So our entire catalog isn't on eVend.com right now. So we have a lot more than is on our website. It's something that we're working on, being able to fix the back end so we can have everything we want listed. So, right now, eVend is really just Funko. We'll have Lego back. We have some FiGPiNs on there because I want to give the FiGPiN, people some love on there as well. As far as me personally, I have some statues that I've acquired or some figures that I've acquired just because I liked the character, Kakashi. And then I also have some figures that I still have to kind of get together that I have stored. But the main thing I have Lego dragons, shocker, from the Ninjago line that I built. I have Funko Pop, like the anime characters that I really enjoy. And then I have a FiGPiN collection mostly focused on anime.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Oh man, my man Daniel. So real quick, 40-second story here. Daniel and I met because he was in a local collectors group that I was in, and he was either selling or trading his wrestling belt for the Undertaker. I'm a huge Undertaker fan, and so I was able to I purchased or I traded. I can't remember the exact details from him in person, and so I've actually met Daniel outside of my home at the time. And so I got his replica Undertaker belt, and that is proudly displayed in my home office.
That is
That is awesome.
Very cool. What's the proper way of saying this? I've seen one of our good friends, Statue Fanatic Calvin, on you guys' show. How did that big circle roll around?
Well, it's a long story, but I'll skip to the middle part. So once Calvin and I really got to knowing each other and, talking to him about, coming on Whatnot and, the type of energy it can provide. And I already knew he had been doing shows like this and he has a lot of fun doing stuff like this. I just thought that it would be a really fun, experiment for him to dip the toe in the water and how we do it. Because, we do things the crazy way. We do things the way that other people don't want to do it or can't do it, whatever you want to call it. I don't want my experience to ever be the same as what you get anywhere else. I want our website to break the best.
Yes.
So, I wanted to bring him out, wanted him to experience how we do Whatnot and how we do, all the different stuff that we're trying to do and accomplish here. And we're ambitious people. My team, we think about crazy ideas and then we say, what are we talking about, guys? But then we come back to earth and then we redo the crazy again. With Whatnot, we have a goal to, this month, we're trying to, get to certain hours minimums and always stream so long. And next month we're trying to stream even longer. That's just that's how you make change happen for us.
Man, and you guys are doing a bunch of work with that. I've been trying to tune in as much as I can over the last few weeks.
But I've been seeing you in the chat. Look, I threw some FiGPiN up just for fun for the people because I want them to know what FiGPiN is as we start to get more into it. And what I can't remember, it was you and it was Statue and one other person. And it was a $50 pin. And you're like, run it for $1. I'm like, my guys, are the three of y'all going to bid on this pin? Who's bidding? And so it was sometimes a little crazy, but we're going to do more with FiGPiN and Whatnot in the future. It's just right now, the bulk of our attention is on Funko. But I'll tell you guys this, you definitely want to make a Whatnot account and you definitely want to follow at eVend because we are going to be having some really fun FiGPiN nights on Whatnot.
That is super fun. That's funny you say that about the pin is because I've joined a couple other Whatnots before and I've done some original bid, but I've never won one or actually been in the longer part of the auction. So I always thought that when you slid that bar and it locked over on the right-hand side, I assumed it was an automatic bid, new high score, new high score, new high score. So I think you had it was a Giro. It was an MHA And I was like, man, that's a really nice pin. And I was ready to bid on it. And I locked it out and I thought we were going. I mean, it still didn't sell for a bad price, but definitely a little under. And I thought we were going for it. I was like, oh man, I got
Wasn't a
this
bad
one in the
price.
books.
Bad for who? No, I'm messing with you, Battle.
Yeah. I know. I still felt bad, but I tried to make up for it. I bought some stuff from you.
I appreciate that, though.
But yeah, I thought I was going to win it. And then all of a sudden it timed out and it was like, oh, so-and-so won it. And I was like, what the heck? But the new kind of cool thing about that is you had a first time FiGPiN buyer from that one. They just loved it from being MHA. And I just reached out to them because I was like, well, hey, if you really don't want it, I'll buy it from you. But more importantly, like there's a serial number on the back, all that stuff. And they're like, oh, this is really cool. It looks really great. So
that's a lot of what, like, I really hope to be like, I talked about building relationships that go two ways earlier, right? So a lot of what I want to be able, not to offer FiGPiN because they don't need me for this, but to do for FiGPiN anyway, is expose people to FiGPiN the way I was exposed, having their friends say, hey, you see this cool looking pin? Like, and if it's a whatnot stream where we're doing 80% Funko, but it's a lot of anime lovers there, and we can say, hey, you love, this Kakashi pop, like we have this Kakashi FiGPiN, and offer it to them at a point where they can easily access it. Like, hey, we're gonna do it at 99 cents plus a penny. You guys set the price. Someone's gonna get the pin. It doesn't have to sell for $50 or even $10. Like someone, if they're willing to spend that 99 cents plus a penny, will be able to have access to it. And that's really how things start to snowball for people who don't know it. And that's what's something that I hope we're able to, help grow the FiGPiN community that way.
For sure.
Well, you already got one sliding down that slope, so thank you very much.
What I know you just shared your whatnot user information, IG, Facebook.
Yep. So it's at eVend HQ for everything but whatnot. It's just at eVend for whatnot.
Okay, very cool. And then eVend.com, EVEND.com, guys. So I know that the chat is aware of the website where there is some issues. We know that.
And
we appreciate everyone going ahead and kind of dealing with that. So thank you, Tyler, though. We appreciate obviously the leak as well as the opportunity for our viewers to go ahead and have first chance at getting an amazing pin.
Yeah. So and just about the release. So it did not sell through the amount that I had pre-release. So I am going to make a judgment call. Once I get off this call, I'm going to look at exactly what's going on in the site, how many people are there, etc. And I will reach out to you, John. You can kind of communicate with the people here and their followers, your followers, etc. What I'm going to do. But as soon as I have more information, or if I'm able to have enough information to make a decision, I will get it to you as soon after.
Okay, very cool.
Right now.
Very cool.
We appreciate that. Yeah, definitely no problem. That's super cool. Thank you again. Congratulations on the amazing glitter pin. We've all been waiting.
And official details will come. There's not going to be an official release and all that until the normal process is done.
Sure, but still super fun. So
yeah, no, absolutely. And I'm glad, like I said, for the 20-something we were able to get one. I absolutely am happy you're able to grab that.
Very cool. And I know that's, and I don't want to talk about another retailer while you're on the show, but I hope you don't mind, Tyler, and because this is one of Battle's favorite lines. So Pins on Fire is releasing a brand new Ninja Turtle line starting tomorrow. Battle, your thought? Well, Tyler, are you a Turtles fan? Did you grow up watching it? What's your have you seen their new lineup?
I've definitely seen the whole lineup. I was actually on Facebook when someone said the mask of the wrong color, and I saw, and I was gonna reply to it. Because sometimes I'm just that collector, right? He's like, oh, actually no, but then I saw someone else that already wrote a whole paragraph explaining why they were wrong.
Yeah, it was probably Battle.
But no, I definitely have seen it. It's a super cool line. Pins on Fire, the best people to do it, absolute amazing people. Amazing company. Nothing but love from us to them. And I look forward, just like everyone else, to their release tomorrow.
Very, very much so. So Battle, I know you've been wanting to talk about this, man. Go ahead and unload your nerdiness on us, my friend.
Cowabunga. That's all I can say. I'm super excited. Congratulations to Pins on Fire for definitely getting an epic exclusive. We can kind of see what we were chatting about earlier. They are the Chase chances. So Chase Monday is going to be full effect. And once again, cutting down those all white and I guess black line turtles with just the band, which is really, really cool.
Not to interrupt you, I really like how they left some color. Like,
yeah,
I think that keeping the mask was such a smart idea for the Chase to like keep it true to the material. You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
like it also just distinguish it like from every other black and white or every other like white out pin in your collection. Like that's one that will pop with color still. So I just wanted to shout out to FiGPiN. Really, really good on that design.
Heck yeah. Shout out. I don't know if the artist is watching, but shout out to the artist who drew them. I think even Miles had something to do with the backdrops, the back cards, which came out amazing. So definitely doing some good work over there. I'm super excited to see him. I've been at work and then driving, and I haven't been on my socials as much as I need to. But I actually just got into town like 30 minutes before I had to jump on here. So I know somebody was in one of my chats saying that you had a better chance if you bought 2 bundles from Pins on Fire to possibly get chases and a chance at an AP, because I think they're doing some kind of like AP mystery box or something. I don't know exactly, but yeah. So really cool stuff they got going on.
I don't remember the gentleman who you quoted this from, but I believe the general principle will still apply of buy more FiGPiNs.
Buy more FiGPiNs, absolutely. Oh man, well that is so cool. For anybody who hasn't watched, get on Whatnot. Check out eVend's Whatnot page. They go hard all day long. They have a ton of fun over there. Super energetic. They have so many. I'm not too into Funko Pops, and I've been sitting on there watching. I'm like, I had no idea that this line was made. I had no idea that these were there. I mean, the amount of stuff that Funko's put out is pretty impressive. And so for you to have a lot of it and be able to do it as auctions as you do is also impressive. So
yeah,
thanks for always giving us a good time.
No, absolutely. And I appreciate everyone for spending time there. I say this to people on Whatnot all the time, and I'll say this to everyone here hanging out right now, is I do not take your viewership or your money for granted. I understand that, in this time you have a lot of options and, how you spend your time. Like I don't feel great, like as running eVend, I don't feel great about that when things don't work out the way I want them to. Like this particular release, for example, I take full ownership over things not being as smooth as I want it to be, and I'll always be real with people. Like, I'm not going to tell you like, hey, this went perfect. Like, but I always will think about the customer. I'll always think about trying to make things right for people. Like, that's why I said, once I get off the call, I'm going to look into this more. I'm going to get with John. Like, I'm going to try to find a way to get the original purpose of like helping out this community, which is a passionate niche community. I want the collectors to get these in their hands. So like, that's just telling you where my headspace was when I was trying to bring this to you guys.
That is super cool. I'm sure I'm talking for What the FiGPiN in general, John and I.
Yep.
Thank you very much. That was so fun. Super gracious of
you. And like
you.
I said, I'm gonna get back with you guys, and hopefully we can do something, in the future, akin, but maybe smoother.
Yeah, no man.
We'll just not let alerts get a hold of it.
Easy hide alerts.
We love going with the flow. We are not upset about it. I know that there's obviously some people, but guys, again, this was a very small release of it. The larger release is going to go ahead and come out at another time in the near future.
And stay tuned with FiGPiN for that. Like FiGPiN, is going to, the official release and all that, of course, comes from FiGPiN. And like, I also would just say this, you guys don't need to go to like a reseller or anything. Like, these are coming to the people. This was just a fun little pre-release trying to, hook up some people who are passionate FiGPiN lovers. And that's why I really want to put stuff like this in the hands of passionate collectors.
Very true. The other thing is, Tyler Battle, did you guys see the gold Boba Fett surprise drop?
Oh, I definitely did.
Oh man.
And I know I was. Go ahead.
I was so sad I missed it. I that was one of the days where I had a tool failure. I think I was up 32 hours. I think I knocked off at like 1 o'clock.
Not to
and
jinx it,
next-
but orders are coming in right now. Sorry to interrupt you.
really? No, yeah, no. Basically, long story short was I tried, I couldn't make it. I went to bed, passed out for 12 hours or something with a little break in between, and I ended up missing it. So I was super sad there, but it is what it is. I was super excited.
Gotcha. Chat, y'all are crazy. Be nice to each other. You can be mean to me all you want, but be nice to each other. No, by the way, I like how you said you passed out for 12 hours. What kind of blessing is that, my guy?
Well, it wasn't 32 hours up, and I was like, all right, I got to call it quits. I think I slept 6 hours. They woke me up. I had to go fix something else, got back into bed, slept my remaining 6-7 hours if I was lucky. So we'll see how it goes. But
Let's see. The chat is being nice now. They're saying, look at the website working. Craziness. But no, like I said, obviously everyone in here, you guys all work tremendously hard to bring some value to the FiGPiN community. Like John, Battle, I just wanted to personally thank you for what you guys do. Like you all bring excitement, and I wouldn't be here if not for John and Battle reaching out to me. And sometimes I'm a little overwhelmed. I have no problem saying I get a little overwhelmed at times, just like any other human. And John and Battle are persistent people, and we're able to help make this happen tonight for the people. And guys, if you haven't been on my Whatnot channel, it's all about being for the people.
That is true. Very true.
That.
And if you haven't noticed, I mean, people might just think that that's part of Tyler's sweatshirt.
Oh my God.
Tyler's a suspender guy. So
all suspenders, my guys.
He might even have like auctions for them sometimes, maybe. I'm not really sure.
Guys,
needless to say, we watch your show a couple of
really
times,
want to buy my suspenders, and it makes me a little uncomfortable at times. I try to do it for the people, but it's a little crazy.
Y'all have a good crew over there. It's a lot of fun joining in on those. I would like to thank you personally as well for joining us, taking the time out of your day to do this for us and for the people.
I want to not to interrupt you. Look at the chat. Everyone's finally saying they actually got it.
Heck yeah.
What a perfect way to end this stream.
Even better. Yeah, heck yeah.
Very cool.
Well, so kind of like you said about bringing the excitement, I will say hats off to you for doing the same, not only in your all day long, you never let it die down. I know when I first met you at New York, you had this huge Whatnot booth. Everybody was drawing around it. You were doing all kinds of giveaways, live streaming. I mean, it was an incredible little setup. You had your Armin Whatnot eVend exclusive, so you were selling them directly from there, and we are all sticker lovers, so that was a really cool thing you guys did. I'm excited. I'm really happy you guys got this glitter exclusive, and I can't wait to see.
So, Battle, I might have to hit you up on helping me redesign the new sticker then, if you're a sticker lover, my guy.
I've been called a lot worse than a lover.
If you're a sticker lover, I mean, I'll probably hit you up and just be like, hey, give me your opinion on some things, because we're just trying to make something really cool, something that people are really happy to have. And I originally didn't put the stickers on the pins. I know some people don't like them, some people do. And, we were towards the end of like our timeline when we had them made. But, I definitely hope it's something that all collectors can be really proud of and really happy with for future releases. And we're going to actually, one other thing about stickers, when we get the new stickers in, they will be available for free on the website with any purchase. So you buy anything, you can add stickers to your cart. We're not going to like check to see if you actually order that number of pins. Like, don't abuse it, of course, and you can have them for all the pins you have ordered from us in the past.
That's awesome. Very cool.
Absolutely.
Awesome. I think we talked about everything. I mean, Gold Boba Fett was a surprise drop this week. I know. I mean, and as Battle, I mean, I was not able to just at the timing that it released. So, I'll go ahead and get it. I'm sure Battle will go ahead and get it the same. But congratulations to everyone that did get one. Ninja Turtles come out tomorrow on pinsonfire.com. Make sure you're checking them out.
Definitely check out that Pins on Fire release. I'll be there. I expect to see y'all there too.
Very true. Very true. And then we are going ahead and next week, Battle. Do you know who our guest next week is?
Oh, you know what? I looked at it when I was finding tonight's. It's oh shoot, I forget. Do you please tell me you remember?
I do remember.
What's today?
FiGPiN L.
L, all right.
Elle is
Heck
going to be
yeah.
on our show next week. So we're excited to go ahead and have Elle join us next week. But it has been lots of fun tonight. Tyler, again, we appreciate you.
Just to confirm what the chat's saying, yes. So we put up 50 and we did sell all 50. All 50 were successfully checked out. I will cancel any duplicates. So if you order 2, I'm not going to cancel both, but I will cancel the additional one because you can only order 1 here. But 50 people were able to check out. So I am happy to report that at least. And that was the 50 that we had for today.
And Tyler,
I'm pushing pay now still. I'm still pushing pay now.
Sorry, my guy.
That's okay. So good, Tyler, and we'll take this offline, but and I don't know how hard or easy this is to do, but I was able to go ahead and get one. Is there any possibility that you can just send it to Battle instead? Can I give you his information and update my order?
No.
Battle? No, heck no, man.
We'll talk offline.
Okay. All right. So guys, we have FiGPiN Elle joining us next week. Totally great show for sure. We're excited to go ahead and have her. So thank you so much, Elle, for joining us. Tyler, man, I can't believe we had a leak and then a surprise drop again. So 50.
I said, I wanted to bring the crazy. I wanted to bring something that I didn't think had been done. I wanted to bring something that, for better or worse, will be remembered.
For better.
And when people say like the Tyler or the eVend release, you can be like, I remember hitting that blue eyes button for almost an hour, and it finally worked at 10:30.
It's all good.
An hour is not bad. I've seen worse, chat. I've seen worse.
There you go, man. Definitely very true.
Love it.
Thank you so much. We definitely appreciate you joining us. I know that you're super busy, so thank you for taking the time out of your schedule to come join us. Best of luck with obviously the Blue Eyes glitter version of being a eVend exclusive, and definitely best of luck with everything else that eVend has to offer the community. So guys, check them out on Whatnot. Check them out on IG, Facebook. They have amazing content all the time, especially on Whatnot. Battle and I have been on the show, not on the show, but we jump in to go ahead and see what's going on.
Not on the show yet. Happening. Wink, wink.
Yeah, true. Very true. So we're excited for you, Tyler, man. Is there anything else that you wanted to share before we go ahead and get going?
No, I just wanted to give all love and gratitude back to you guys. Thank you so much for everyone who was here, came, hung out with me, hung out with John and Battle, of course. I look forward to interact a lot more with the FiGPiN community this year. We have a lot of really fun stuff that's going to be coming up this year that I can't talk about. I think the thing I did talk about was pretty cool though. So, hang tight for the official announcement on that. But otherwise, guys, it's going to be super fun, super exciting year for eVend and FiGPiN. And I can't wait to interact with you guys some more.
Awesome. If there's ever anything we can do to help you with that, you let us know. We'll do what we can for you.
Always looking for help. That's who I am. So, congratulations on your new job of designing my sticker.
I'm pumped about that. Let me know.
There you go. Battle.
All right, guys.
For you
it was a lot of fun.
Man, to all the watchers, thank you so much. Without you guys, we are nothing. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you had an amazing time. I hope all those 50 got it. Congratulations, Tyler. You were awesome. John, as always, thank you much.
Tyler, we go ahead and we do something real quick as we end the show. So we started off as as FiGPiN Boosters Live. That was the very first iteration of What the FiGPiN, and right in the middle of the coin that FiGPiN produced, as well as one of their taglines, is Boost Awesome. So Battle will go ahead and count down from 3 to 1 or 1 to 3, whatever he decides to do today. So if you don't mind joining us to go ahead and shout Boost Awesome when we get to that point. But we thank you for the coming on the show. Battle, totally amazing. Alex, we miss you. Hope you're doing well. Chat, thank you so much. We will catch you next week. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Battle, we'll leave it up to you, my friend.
Go follow eVend and Whatnot. We need to boost them over. In 3, 2, 1.
Boost Awesome.
Boost Awesome.
Have a great day, guys.
Yeah.